Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Timeout called here. The defense is the first one they've used this half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I love what the quarterback did with his eyes there. 3rd down, you're throwing the hitch against zone. You've got to freeze defenders because they're all watching you. If you eyeball that throw, someone could pick that off and take it to the house. So great job with his eye discipline.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Reed. A little screen to the running back. Past the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows when to bring it. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. Snagged out of the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Makes a man miss. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
He's looking deep, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job.
He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Takes the handoff. It's Moss. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. Snap in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Great job by the back on the option. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab, it's Durham. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass to catch.
Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. Out to the 2-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Concepcion. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Moss. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get them in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And that one will give them the lead.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Hums it downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the target. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, that's a rough rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Durham. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Steps away to find some room. Slings it downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He's in open space downfield. Oh, he got loose. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. They'll try to get it in with the run. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! I don't know if it was luck or a aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Tigers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he will score! Touchdown, Tiger! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.